Hello there, Zara here. My full name is Azhara Lamuri Murdani. I came from Indonesia and currently I am participating in this internship program in Malaysia. Before I start talking about internship journey, let me tell you how I ended up in Malaysia. In 2015, I almost finished with my high school and I was in the middle of preparing myself to go for university. At that time, I was still unsure of where I should go to continue my study. And then my father introduced me to the friend of his who always brings students from Indonesia to University Utara Malaysia in Kedah. I decided to go to Malaysia and visited the university once to see the environment. To be honest, visiting UUM made me have this kind of feeling that I will end up there. That's why I tried to give it a go and completed the document for application to the university. And then they told me I need to get good result in school final exam to be accepted. Fortunately, my result was good enough to pass by the screening. However, because I had registered to SBMPTN, which is one of the ways to get into public university in Indonesia, I decided to make a small bet with myself for my choice. If I could get into medical course in top tier university in Indonesia, then I would cancel my plan to study in Malaysia. But oh well, while I could get into interior design in Universitas Indonesia, I was not good enough for a medical course, so I proceeded with the plan anyway. As the day of departure getting closer, I pack up my things into one baggage and I am ready to go to study in UUM. I was accepted into my first choice, that is multimedia. The course supposed to last for 3 years study and half-year practicum. 3 years of study in UUM finished so fast. Time flies, I guess. I finished my last semester study while coming up with the final project and applying to many companies for my practicum. I was rejected and got no reply for so many times from company that I want to, and that made me decide to try search for opportunity in Facebook. I posted my detail in one of the group for students who are searching for internship place and got comment from several companies. That's how I stumbled upon TAPiO Management Advisory, where I ended up doing my internship in the end. At the time, I sent the HR person, Mr. Nirmalan, my CV and portfolio. He gave me a positive feedback with asking me when I am available for interview. It was decided that we will have interview through Skype and it will take place in the evening after I finish my class. In the day where interview session take place, I felt really scared and nervous because that was my first time I had to be interviewed online. As soon as the call connected, Mr. Nirmalan welcomed me with friendly greeting and let me introduce myself before he started explaining about the company and the leadership internship program they have. He also warned me about how this opportunity won't be the same as normal internship, because I will be really working and trained, and it won't be only in my field but also in another field. The explanation of the internship program itself totally perked my interest, and reading the details he gave afterwards just makes me want to do my internship with TAPiO. Few days after that, Mr. Nirmalan informed me that I was accepted into the company. I felt really happy, to be honest, but there was one term that I want to negotiate with him. I sent him the reply while hoping they will agree to the thing I asked. The negotiation takes more time than I thought. I cannot come back to my university before I went back to Indonesia for a semester break. Fortunately, I can just report to my university through email. I did some short internship in Indonesia while applying to another place for official internship for university, as Mr. Nirmalan hasn't given me the confirmation yet. After 1 month had passed by, I finally got an email from Mr. Nirmalan. Mr. Nirmalan gave me a good news. TAPiO had agreed to my offer. At the same time, another company I applied to also accepted me. I was confused at that time, as both companies have several things that I want. In the end, I decided to go with TAPiO because I can learn more than just about media and creative related field. I arrived in KL on 17 September and went to UUM to take care of small things. On 24 September, I finally started my internship in TAPiO. As I hadn't ever tried to go to the office beforehand, I got lost in the first day. Fortunately, Naomi, my friends who came from Indonesia, who do her internship in TAPiO as well, showed me the way. Last, the person who is in charge of the media team opened up the door for me and briefed me about the company and our job together with Maxime, a Belgian who takes care of business team. Basically, there are 3 new interns, all from UUM. That's Sharmala, my classmate from multimedia and also my partner in crime in this internship. Naomi, Indonesian girl that I'm really close to since I came to UUM. And lastly, myself. The office itself is not that big, but it has good atmosphere and feels pretty comfortable. It feels like everyone is family. I immediately got my first task in my first day. I have to make a design for a business card. I had to make 3 designs and send it to Nas so he can check on it. Well, I also have to make mine, Sharmala's, and Naomi's business card based on the previous template first though. That's basically is my first day. The next day and day afterward were much more interesting.
After talking with Mr. Thomas, the supervisor from company side, I got a feeling that I will have lots of work related to video making instead of graphic design. Well, that basically became my job here. The first project was editing testimonial video from the footage that had been taken before. I was partnering up with Sharmala to finish all the testimonial video, with me making the text animation, closing and etc. And Sharmala cut the video, finding background music and anything else. We worked together pretty well, to be honest. Besides that, I was helping Mio, another media intern from Malaysia, with his job and doing what Nos asked me to do, such as editing photo, making a caption, and many other things. Then the chairman, Mr. Bernhard, brought me together with him and Mr. Thomas to a celebration of Chile's Independence Day. Mr. Bernhard brought me as photographer, but he kept telling me to socialize and have fun also. It was a really new experience for me. Not only that, within my first month, I also experienced becoming a part of delegation staff and helping around to make the delegation itself run smoothly. I worked together with ERDC staff and get the chance to get close to them. After both events, I made the slideshow to be posted in the Facebook using Adobe After Effects. Thanks to this, my ability to comprehend After Effects enhanced a lot. This is just my first month, but I have experienced lots of things. Oh well, let's continue with the story anyway. After a while, it was becoming a normal thing to make slideshow a video after every event that's deemed as important. Basically, that became my job every day. Searching for template, learn the template, and then make a slideshow for the event. And when the video finished, I would always give it to Nas or Mio so they can pause it. While work had started becoming a boring routine, the situation in the office kept changing as Mio and several other interns were leaving. It was really made me feel sad as I had just gotten close to them. As they leave the office one by one, the office becoming quieter and the atmosphere changing a little bit. However, as people left, there are also new interns were coming. The team changing a lot as time passed by. Many of them only do their internship for 1 month, 1.5 months, 2 months, which is pretty short. But because of that, I got to meet many new friends, like Mehmet from Netherlands, Arka from Poland, Yusra from Kenya, Sacher from Mauritius, Arlington from Zimbabwe, and many others from Malaysia, Indonesia, and Australia. Every time someone was leaving and another was coming, the atmosphere in the office changed. But it's not a bad change, it feels kinda good to be honest. Like there is that refreshing, dynamic feeling of change. The biggest change that really impacted media team a lot is when there was someone with film production background joining us. His name is Henry, a local who studied in UK for his degree. Since he came to the office, the work in media team changed. Everything became more concepted and more exciting. Mr. Bernhard started giving more projects to media team. All of them were a good challenge for us, Everything became fast-paced and new equipment was given to media team. Not only that, our team also became much bigger with Waji, another local intern, come and join the team. Well, while my working life is more or less hectic, my weekend or holiday were usually a little bit chill and quiet. Since I met so many new friends in Kuala Lumpur, I started to explore more and enjoy socializing with many people. Sometimes I will go out with my colleagues in the weekend, usually with Henry or Naomi, because I'm really close with those two. While for others, they are too busy with their own life that I cannot disturb it at all. Besides that, I like to go around KL and see the tourist places such as KL Tower, Twin Tower, Pavilion, Chinatown, Jalan Merdeka, Masjid Jamek, Brickfield, and Batu Caves. All of them are beautiful places to visit. Well, most of the times I will just do weekly grocery and enjoy my days off with walking around and going to the gym though. Sometimes I will travel somewhere around KL, such as Port Dickson, Genting Highland, and Malacca. I love Malacca to be honest. I have been to Malacca twice in these past 5 months. The first time I went there, I tried to eat one of local cuisines called asam pedas. My senior who invited me to Malacca brought me to the place that sells various kind of asam pedas. I tried the fish one and she tried the beef one. It is totally delicious. They also sold many other side dishes besides asam pedas, and everything looks really appetizing in my eye. After that, we went to the city center, where Jongker Street is. I tried cendol in Malaysia for the first time, and it feels totally different from Indonesian cendol to be honest. We also went to somewhere that is Peranakan Museum that also sells Chinese tea. I tried the flower tea. It bloomed so beautifully. And lastly, we visited Jongker Street and tried the street food before going back. It was such a shame that we cannot try more. Well, that's become a reason why I came back for the second time, and it was really great. I tried the laksa from one of the famous Nyonya Cuisines restaurant. Besides that, I also tried the pandan pancake and explored the city with the boat. It is a good experience for me. I was lucky to be able to explore more this time. Besides Malacca, I have been to Port Dickson and Genting Island, which both of them is pretty nice, and as I went there for night trip, I experienced different things and see different scenes than the usual day trip. Well, I do those travel between my work, which made my stay in Malaysia more interesting. The day in work never stay the same. As months pass by, media team lose member and gain new member. At the end of January, Henry decided to leave the company. That makes the team more hectic than usual, as he was one of the key person in media team. However, in the next month, just like after Chinese New Year, we gained one new member. Her name is Lenny, and she has experience as video editor previously. Thanks to her experience, we get many new knowledge. It was really exciting for me. The expansion of media team didn't stop there. At the next week, 3 new media intern came. They are Ku, Tara, and Nat. Each of them are amazing and make the team feel more fun than before. Since then on, media team become more active, more planned, and more pride than before. We got more mentors, we learn more from each other, and we got to hone our skill even more. I got to learn about video editing from Ryan at his house. It was a really good lesson for me, as I never got a direct lesson about editing the video itself. And then I met James, another mentor that teach us about videography. His background is film production, so he knows his way with camera and technique to shoot good scene. Once again, I learned a lot. I became able to understand more about videography, and it was just simply nice. Not only that, I also got the chance to go to Khan Acoustic and learn about soundproofing from them, and it was unexpectedly more complicated and expensive than I thought. However, it's good to know how to make your own studio. Besides all the mentors that came and taught us a lot, I also get more chance to hone my photography skills as I went to the meeting with Mr. Bernhard and become the photographer. Not only that, I also went for outings with my team member to train our skills and take footage at the same time. I don't know why, but I also started going to more nationality kind of event and able to become better in socializing and mingling around people. I can get close to several people and becoming friends with them. At that moment, I realized that I love to do that kind of stuff, mingling around people and gain new friends. It was kinda unexpected, as I always thought of myself as someone that's really shy and didn't enjoy being in a crowd of people. But that's not really the case.
Time flies so fast. It's almost my last day in TAPiO Management Advisory. Even till the end, I can still participate in National Day, work with the team, and have fun with them. I felt a bit sad leaving them there. I hope I can just stay for a while and see how the team will grow even bigger. It has been a fun 6 months for me, and I want to leave a little bit message to TAPiO. First, thank you to Mr. Bernhard and Mr. Thomas for being such a good boss that let us explore and push us to go forward. Thank you, Nas, for always being by my side and help me in doing things. Thank you for everyone that I've met in this internship. You guys are such good friends to me, and it will be hard for me to forget about you all. Let's meet again in the future, wherever we are at that time. At first, I never thought I would enjoy it this much, but doing my internship in TAPiO, I've made me develop myself more and expand my work even more. I am really happy that I chose this company for my internship. I'm also happy that I chose Malaysia as the place to do my study and internship. I can see how beautiful this country is, how it is developed really well, and how the diversity here make living here more fun, as you can meet anyone from all over the world. I'm also able to expand my knowledge, and it's a really good thing for me. Thank you, TAPiO. Thank you, Malaysia, for being a part of my journey.